I'm young. I'm young. Because I can talk. I can talk. That's funny. Hello and happy Thursday. I am talking to you from my car, which is currently 110 degrees. So I have my door open and we're just waiting for a minute because it's hot. It's very hot. I am going to meet a friend for coffee. I know, I'm so excited. And then I have a hair appointment, which is needed to cover up the gray because I'm young. I'm young. Anyway, those are my plans for today. I know, I'm so exciting, but I think I'm ready to close the door now. It is so hot. And if I were a little bit more organized, I could park my car in that there garage, one of 3 that we have, but no. Why can't I, you ask? Because of just stuff everywhere in the garage. Mostly my stuff, mostly teaching stuff, mostly books. I know. Anyway, I'm gonna go have some coffee and I'll catch up with you later. Hello and happy Friday. It is a little afternoon. Ouch. My car is so hot that I cannot touch my steering wheel. I need mitts. Anyway, I'm gonna run some errands. I'm gonna go to Wally World because I have a prescription to pick up there. I also have 2 library books I'm gonna return. One is an older one that I've had for far too long, and one is the Wish Keeper's Apprentice. I'll put a picture right here. That one I read, really thought was adorable, very cute story, and wrote a book study. So if you're interested, it is in my Teachers Pay Teachers store and it's ready for you. The book is really cute. It's about a boy in a small town who finds out that I don't know how much, I never know how much I want to say. It's a kid's book, so I feel like I could probably tell you. He finds out that the wish keeper that was in charge of their town did a bad thing. Well, not a bad thing, but against the rules thing. And he granted a wish that his little sister, or his older sister, sorry, had made for a little brother or sister. And it was a grade 4 wish, which should never have been granted, but he granted it. So this boy finds out that he's just a wish, and they have to conquer the bad guys together. Anyway, it's really good, and I liked it. So I would say age-wise, 3rd, 4th, 5th, I think would be good ages for that story. Anyway, I'm going to return those books. I'm going to go to Walmart to get my prescription. But before I do those things, I'm going to go to Goodwill. I haven't been there in a while. I have a new plan, and I'll tell you about that in a little bit. Basically, it begins with the Book of the Month Club, which, can you believe I'm not part of? I know. Anyway, I'm going to get going. I'll catch up with you later. It is now Saturday. It's actually late on Saturday, and although I did not get up and go to garage sales this morning or anything, I got up and came downstairs and did mostly nothing. I've done laundry and, cleaned up the kitchen, but nothing big. And that's okay. I'm making my peace with that. So anyway, I realized I had not filmed very much for this vlog, so I thought this would be a great time to talk about a few books. Some that I finished, I pulled them up on my computer over here, so I just stink at remembering details like, you know, authors' names and date of publication. So I thought, well, I will just bring up some notes here. So I'm going to talk about just a couple. I think it's best if I just spread it out a little bit because I can talk. First up, this is one that I listen. Several of these actually are ones that I listened to on my library, the Libby app. And this first one, I re-listened to Apples Never Fall by Liane Moriarty. That was originally published in September of 2021. And I only know that because I'm looking at it. I thought it was before then because I remember listening to it when it first came out. Did I listen to it? I also have a hard copy, a hardback edition. Anyway, I wanted to watch it again because I know that the series is out, or partial series, mini series, I don't know, on Peacock. And I wanted to watch it. I don't even know if I have Peacock, but I figured I could watch it somewhere at some point. So I wanted to listen to it again or reread it because I honestly did not remember much of anything. So it was kind of like listening to it for the first time. Yeah, it says soon to be a Peacock limited series starring Annette Bening. I stood behind her one day in a line for the bathroom in Malibu. I think it was her. Anyway, it was Annette somebody. Anyway, what can I say about this book? If you have read it, comment below. Let me know what you think. Liane Moriarty is one of those authors that I like her writing style. I don't always love like the total overall end of how things go, or like I feel like something sometimes in the middle is weird. Like not even the middle. I just don't always love her books, but this one was pretty good. It was really just a drama about a couple. Who were they, you ask? The Delaney family. How do I know that? Because I'm looking at it. So the Delaney family, Stan and somebody, I can't think of her name, Stan and Joy Delaney, they're newly retired. They were previously tennis coaches and tennis kind of stars. They never made it to Wimbledon, but they were big. I mean, they were pretty big. So it talked about their adult children. There were 4, and kind of just a dramatic, a dramatic event happens. The wife, Joy, goes missing. And so they are going back and forth trying to figure out, where did she go? What did she do? She did send a text. She left her phone behind, which was weird. But she did send a text to all her kids saying that she was going to be off grid for a while. So they knew that she was, you know, her disappearance was not like a kidnapping per se. So anyway, the whole story is about who done it. Why are they trying to pin it on her husband? What is going on? How is their relationship really? And it was okay. I would say if I had 5 stars to give, I would give this book 3. I didn't love it. But that was just me. You might have absolutely loved it. The title, Apples Never Fall, is a little bit confusing to me. Yes, there were apples. A particular dessert mentioned several times in the story, and she tied it back in the end, but just, I don't know. I just found it a little bit odd. But anyway, that was one that I read. The next book that I just recently finished listening to is by Kristen Higgins, and it is called Pack Up the Moon. This one was also published in 2021, I believe. Yeah, June of 2021. I'm looking at Goodreads right now to give you a brief synopsis. This book was, I would say I would give this maybe a 4 out of 5. It was really good. It was really well written. It just was, it was long, and I don't remember how many hours it was, but I want to say it was like 13 hours, which is fine, but there wasn't a lot of like constant, I guess I'm finding myself liking like mystery or constantly moving kind of things lately, but this one was a dramatic, just a drama. The wife, Lauren, it's husband Josh, wife Lauren. Josh is a medical device designer, brilliant, on the spectrum, and Lauren is his sweet wife a very short time before she is diagnosed with IPF, I think, idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis. Pretty sure I nailed that. Anyway, she is diagnosed with that, and it is a incurable disease. And so the whole book is about his life after her passing, and she has written him letters to open one or more than one every month after her death for that first year. And it's really sweet. It really, really is. And how she helps him through by having him do different things and challenge himself. Anyway, it was really sweet. It just was kind of long for me. But that being said, I would still say probably 4 out of 5 stars for that one. The next book that I wanted to talk about, I really did like a lot. I would also say probably a 4 out of 5. It's called The Downstairs Girl, and it is by Stacy Lee. It was a Reese Witherspoon book club choice, and I don't necessarily follow hers or anybody's book club choices. However, when I want a read like right now, and I want something that I think I'm gonna like, I will kind of gravitate toward a more popular pick like that. Really mostly because I just figure if enough people have read it and it is a book club choice, it's probably a pretty decent read. And this one was. So this book, I'm trying to figure out what time in history, like what era this was. It was far ago. Is that a good enough qualifier? Far ago? Not Fargo. Anyway, it was back in the time of high society, Southern life, Southern belles, and Emily Post kind of, time in history. The main character's name is Jo Kwan, and she is a Chinese immigrant, and she is a housemaid, a lady's maid for a family, and she and her father slash the man who has raised her, and I'm not going to say anything more than that, but the man that she's always been taken care of by, live in an underground home under a wealthy family's, like, I can't really picture what it must be, but like a basement, really. And so they're privately, sneakily living there. They are stowaways, but anyway, she begins writing as Miss Sweetie. Is it Miss Sweetie? Yeah, Dear Miss Sweetie. And it's like an Emily Post column. That's why I said Emily Post in the beginning. And how to like aspire to be this genteel Southern woman, written by this young girl who's of Chinese ancestry. It's just funny. And she is like an awesome character. You will love her. So I would recommend this book, definitely. It was a good read. I'm looking at Goodreads. That's funny. The last book I'm going to talk about is one I'm currently listening to. It is also a Reese Witherspoon book club choice. It is called The Secrets We Kept by Laura Prescott. And I've not read any other books that I can think of anyway by her. This one was published back in 2019. So this one, so far, it's really good. It reminds me of another one that I recently read. I think it was The Lilac Girls. Pretty sure that was the one it's making me think of. But it's about some, this is height of the Cold War, and a couple of secretaries have been pulled out of their secretarial pool, and at the CIA, I didn't say that part, and they are doing some spying, and it also has to do with the book Dr. Zhivago, and they want to get it out of the USSR. And so that's I'm reading most of this off the screen because I've only gotten maybe an hour and a half into it, but so far I really like it. Anyway, I'll let you know more on that one, but so far I think I'm going to really like this one. Anyway, that is what I've been up to reading. I am also reading a couple of kids' books, and I'm also sitting here in front of a very large stack of some books. There's more too that I have picked up recently at some yard sales. And of course, I'm probably sure that I have some from Goodwill as well. But you know, Book of the Month Club sounds like a good idea. I have not signed up yet, so stop me if you think it's bad, or if you have had whatever experience you've had with it. Comment below if you love it, if you hate it, and I'll make up my own mind anyway. But as of right now, I'm not a member. Anyway, we'll see. But if you enjoyed this vlog, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to help me grow my channel, and I'll be back with more really soon. Goodbye.